Right, so it's MC Superbike and SPK Challenge, the Masters and the 600 class. Kieran Steyman taking heat number 1. And, well, he'll be the man to beat. And up behind him, Malcolm Rapson in the front row. Then Ronald Slamet, Slade Fidikak, Tristan Pienaar, Alan John Fenter, Jason Lineker, Hilton Redlegate, Quinter Weening, Brad Bodsworth. And up behind him, Mike Hunter, Keena Strode, Wayne Aronson, Johnny Schwerin, Gerard Frey, Wesley Hendricks, Leighton Thomas, Daniel Frost, and some Keller Lewani. As they all roll up to the grid proper. On pole position, that man Kieran Steyman, local lad from up here in Edgemead. So see how this one pans out. Malcolm Rapson, the fast accountant. Then Slade Fidikak on the second row on the 111 Wayward ZX10. Alongside him there, Tristan Pienaar on the BMW. The Red Baron, Ronald Slamet, rolls up onto third spot. And looks like everyone's in their grid positions.
Sorry, Francois, just to say, I see Keanu Strode is not racing this race. I went downstairs at lunchtime and he also apparently has a bent valve on that bike. So
oh dear.
He won't be racing this round or this heat, unfortunately. But I see the whistle blows and we get ready to run the board man off. And he's off the circuit and the red lights are on and they are off. And a launch from all these riders. Some up on their back wheels, all racing down to turn 1. Kieran Steyman almost 3 wide into turn 1, but Kieran Steyman gets the whole shot. But I think that's AJ Fenter or even Malcolm Rapson around his outside.
No, that's Alan John Fenter. They've got a cracking start from the third row. He's on the back wheel. He's got Ronald Slamet up there. And Tristan Pienaar comes screaming into Cashel corner, and he sits there fourth up behind Alan John. Ronald Slamet's got through to second. This is going to be a crackerjacker race.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. I see Tristan Pienaar's now right on the back of Malcolm Rapson at the moment, coming into intercept a corner. And I think he's going to try and make some moves. There's a little bit of scruffling around there as they make their way into Sorrel Sweep turn 4 and onto the back main.
Going into turn 4, Slade Fidikak's bad up one position. He sits up behind Tristan Pienaar as they roll out of the second apex. Down the back straight they go. Led out there by Kieran Steyman. Is already cracking on the pace. Red Baron, Ronald Slamet. Alan John Fenter is in there. And Tristan Pienaar. So they're all having a crack down into turn number 5. Everyone rolls there into 5, rolling around. And Alan John in there with Slade Fidikak, there with Ronald Slamet. They work their way out. Malcolm Rapson's in the mix as well as they make their way out, come out in the Castro Bridge. Kieran Steyman, Ronald Slamet, Alan John Fenter, Tristan Pienaar, Slade Fidikak. They go through, followed by Malcolm Rapson. And they all get their way through. Jason Lineker, Hilton Redlegate, Mike Hunter, Quinton Weening, Wayne Aronson, Brad Bodsworth, Gerard Frey, Johnny Schwerin, Wesley Hendricks, Leighton Thomas, Danny Frost, some Keller followed, and then Keena Strode's not in.
Yeah, so this has been good so far. I see Tristan Pienaar trying to make his way around the outside of AJ Fenter on that BMW S1000. He's going to hold the inside for the kink, but I think he's going to have to back off because that tight little left-hander is going to bit. And that's Malcolm Rapson diving. Oh, sorry, that's Slade Fidikak, sorry. Diving on Tristan Pienaar on his... excuse me, as they exit intercept corner and coming into Sorrel Sweep turn 4.
Coming out of turn 4, led out by Kieran Steyman and gets a bit of a fishtail and gets on the pace there. Ronald Slamet, Alan John Fenter, Slade Fidikak up on the inside, Alan John Fenter, and right up behind them is Tristan Pienaar. And Jason Lineker's in there as well. Brilliant stuff going down into Perdamina Fostron corner. They roll out of Perdamina Fostron. Have a look at that. They're all nose to tail stuff. Everyone's jostling for positions now. Coming out of the kink now, it's going to be Kieran Steyman. Ronald Slamet's in second. Have a look in third. Yeah, it is going to be Slade Fidikak. Alan John drops down to 4, followed by Tristan Pienaar, Malcolm Rapson, Jason Lineker, and then Hilton Redlegate.
I see there's a big battle now for that last spot on the podium. Slade Fidikak leading out from AJ Fenter, Tristan Pienaar, Malcolm Rapson, and Jason Lineker in that little group there. And Jason Lineker trying to... That's... Slade Fidikak and Tristan Pienaar battling it out at the moment. Sorry, AJ Fenter and Tristan Pienaar. And Tristan tries again to get through that kink, but he misses out. And Malcolm Rapson is steaming into interceptor corner, right behind Tristan Pienaar, but he will not be able to make a pass as now they enter turn 4 once again. And coming through turn 4, Sorrel Sweep. Kieran Steyman leads out again down the back straight, followed by Ronald Slamet, who didn't finish the first race, sorry. So hoping for better results from him.
And Then you got Jason Lineker, who's in there as well. So Jason up now, mixing it up with the big boys. Here comes your leader now, Slade Finikak up towards the line. Crosses the line, he's followed by Ronald Slamet. Then it's Slade Finikak, then it's Tristan Pino, Alan John Venter. And have a look at Jason Lineker giving Malcolm Rapson something to think about.
No, I definitely think so. Jason was struggling a little bit in the first race, but I think he's found his legs finally, and he's really wanting to put it to the fastest accountant in South Africa.
Shame you're not quick, I'm just as quick. And having a look, Slamet starting to reel Snyman in ever so much slightly. Slade Finikak in third. Alan John, Tristan Pino's through on Alan John Venter as they come out there. Tristan Pino's also on a flyer there. Malcolm Rapson and then Jason Lineker sitting up there. That's a lovely bunch of guys, all top-class riders from Cape Town that are in it there to jostle for the podium position. But a man they got to catch, Kewan Snyman, who's absolutely on fire.
No, he is the rocket man, as they call him, and you can completely see why with that rocket ship of a 1000cc CBR, and he is just steaming ahead, 2.5 seconds ahead now. Now we look back a little bit further as the battle for 6th place riles up, with Jason Lineker still on the tail end of Malcolm Rapson as they make their way through Pertamina Fastron.
Well, it looks the new guard has come to take over. The youngsters are starting to crack on the pace, and the old men are feeling the pain.
Yeah, I can definitely see that here now, Francois. Now making their way into Holzhoek turn 1. Snyman still leading out with a 3.5 second gap to Ronald Slamet, and that is Slade Finikak, who is making his way up to Ronald Slamet at the moment, and I'm sure he's going to want to try and get that second place back from him as he did in the first race.
Keeping an eye on Tristan Pino, who's head of Alan John Venter. He's trying to track down the back of Slade Finikak. That BMW is getting the hang of it, and he's starting to move there through, coming out in the Interceptor corner. There's Slade Finikak, there's Tristan right behind him, then Alan John Venter. And they work their way through. There's Malcolm Rapson and Jason Lineker giving each other a bit of stick going up towards Sarl Sweep. Jason looking on the inside. Has Jason got through? Well, we have a look. It looks like Jason's got through on Lineker. Jason Lineker's got through on Malcolm Rapson. Oh, there's a turn up for the books. Malcolm Rapson is now losing his touch now on the youngsters. They're starting to get ahead of him.
Yeah, I think maybe he's getting a little bit tired, or maybe he needs to go back home and do some books. But right now, Kewan Snyman crosses the line with a 112.294. And the rest of the field crosses the line. But that is Slade Finikak on Ronald Slamet into turn 1. And he dives on the inside of him and holds his way through. So he will take that second position for Ronald Slamet. But I'm sure Ronald Slamet will want to be up behind him as they come into Castrol Corner turn 2. Tristan Pino is a little ways back in 4th place, and I'm sure he's going to want to catch this little pack for 2nd place, as well as AJ Venter, who's sitting behind both, or that whole group of 3.
Well, I think the ex-Western Province champion Ronald Slamet getting shown the way around there by that man Slade Finikak. There's Kewan Snyman. Here comes this Titanic tussle here. Ronald Slamet, he's got Slade Finikak, Tristan Pino and AJ Venter looming large up behind him. I tell you what, if the only person that's going to keep up with him is his own shadow, the rest are going to give him hell.
No, I completely agree with you there, Francois. And they are making their way down now into turn 5, Pertamina Fastron. And I see still Slade Finikak leading out against Ronald Slamet, but Tristan Pino is right on the back wheel of Ronald Slamet. I'm sure he's going to take that BMW, put it on its back wheel, and make his way down the main straight coming to the line. Jason Lineker still ahead of Malcolm Rapson coming to the line, but as we come back now through turn 1, we see Slade Finikak still pulling away from Ronald Slamet, and Tristan Pino still on the back end of Ronald. I'm sorry.
Well, they're going into Castrol Corner there. Slade Finikak, Tristan Pino all over the back of the Red Baron there. Alan John Venter looks on. And Pino is looming large there on the back of Slamet. Is he going to try and pull a move somewhere? He's going to hang back. We've got 2.5 laps to go. 2.5 laps left in this. I think Pino wants to get his foot in the podium. He wants to outslam it. And he sits there with him coming out of Interceptor Corner up towards Sarl Sweep. Oh, it's close, it's close. It's too close for comfort, quite frankly, as they work their way out. That bunch of 4 having a crackerjack. Slade Finikak's got a little bit of daylight in there, but Tristan Pino cracks it on. And AJ Venter is coming in. AJ is going to take 2 as he gets through. AJ jumps 2 bike places going down into Pertamina Fastron Corner. A diabolical move by him, and he makes it stick. It looks like Alan John has come through to third. Here they come. Slade van Niekerk second. Alan John Venter third. What a maneuver that was going into 5.
Yeah, Francois, I was not expecting that, but he obviously got the slipstream from both bikes and was able to trail in both Ronald Slammert and Tristan Pienaar with a cut in on the inside of both those bikes into turn 5. Now we come into turn 2, and Slade van Niekerk leads out this group of 4. Now moving further back, we still see Jason Lineker and Malcolm Rapson in their own little battle for 6th place, and Malcolm Rapson is going to want to try and get on the back end of this youngster in his Jigsaw 1000.
Yeah, lovely stuff there on Jason Lineker and Malcolm Rapson. They're having a titanic struggle going through the Scepter corner, but Jason Lineker is going to be elated with this. One of his idols, the Kalani, Malcolm Rapson, to be able to overtake him. That's great stuff coming out of Jason Lineker as the leaders, well, not the leaders, they blow down towards turn number 5, Pernamina Fastron. We know that Kewan Steyman is out front. Here comes Kewan under the bridge, but we're looking at turn 5 there. It's Slade van Niekerk, Alan John Venter. As they come up towards us, is Alan John going to get closer? Suddenly Tristan Pienaar finds a little bit of pace, but Alan John, it's the last lap. Can Alan John Venter catch Slade van Niekerk?
Unfortunately, I see Ronald Slammert has dropped off that group of 4 by quite a considerable margin. So there, it's AJ Venter, Tristan Pienaar on his, Slade van Niekerk, Tristan Pienaar, AJ Venter, no, sorry, I'm mixing up my riders here. It's Slade van Niekerk, and AJ Venter is on the tail of Slade van Niekerk at the moment, and Tristan Pienaar is trying to claw his way back to get on that podium.
Yeah, I'm having a look at Alan John. Is he going to try and get Slade van Niekerk dropping down? He seems to like turn 5. Alan John is ex-national superbike rider who's come down to Cape Town. He likes to race. I spoke to Alan John about it. He says he's having lots of fun down in Cape Town. And they're going to work their way down the back. Your leader, Kewan Steyman, makes his way through some back markers down into 5. There he's up on the inside. He's got his final lap. It's the flag lap. The flag's waiting for him. Here we go. And what's happening down in turn 5? Kewan's got through, but what's happening in turn 5 as Kewan comes to the line? Something happened there. Someone overtook somebody. Here they come to the line. I think Slade van Niekerk's going to hold it out. Slade van Niekerk for 2nd place with Alan John right behind him, and then it's going to be Tristan Pienaar. Brilliant stuff, and here comes Ronald Slammert, who dropped right off the pace here in the closing stages.
I'm not sure who this is crawling to the line as Jason Lineker takes Malcolm Rapson to the line for 6th place. This is the number 49 of Lawani. Some sort of issue that is. Obviously the bike cut out and he's rolled it across the line, giving us a wave at the commentary box as Hilton Redlinghuis brings that 87 classic bike over the line to take the win in Superbike Challenge.
Brad Bodsworth comes towards the line. We're followed there by Quentin Weening, then Wayne Aronser, Mike Hunter, Gerard Frey, and Johnny Schwerin all come to the line. And, well, that was their second heat. What? They've given us 2 crackerjack races.
Sorry, Francois, right at the end, we missed out this little battle during the race. But Wesley Hendricks and Leighton Thomas coming to the line now. They were battling back and forth with Daniel Frost as well. Daniel Frost seems to have dropped off a little bit. But the whole way through this race, it was nose to tail for everyone all over the track. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Some brilliant racing. Nice, good entertainment, and I'm glad to see that our superbike category has grown now. I remember, I think Gary, who's now doing the cameras, can talk with. About 4 years ago, there were maybe 5 bikes on, not even two superbikes on the road. Now we've got what, almost 20 odd. This is really healthy for Cape Town superbikes. I want the bikes to come back into their own again. We actually haven't had a national superbike championship in South Africa for a good 10 years, a proper one. So I'd like to see, I think maybe with the migration of the likes of Alan John coming down, that it's nice to have Alan John bringing down. Now, Alan said that he might want to bring a couple of the more guys down from Johannesburg to come race with him here in. I know he is campaigning to bring them down as a group. So let's hope and pray that during the year we might have a couple of more, the likes of Michael White, and but we won't have Clinton Sellers in the ZX. Then we'll see Clinton now with the in March with the Extreme Festival. He'll be part of the ZX10 Cup. Apparently up in Swartkorp, Clinton Seller just checked out and disappeared. He was so quick. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens down in Cape Town.